put cheese and lunch meat, vegetarian lunch meat, and stick them in a baggie and put them in the freezer. So this is another 100-calorie snack like the stuff that's now in the oven, which I should have set the timer for. Timer. 5 minutes. So when I'm done with this, I am going to go to the pool and read my book for about 30 minutes, and that's all. Never do more than that, not on purpose in the sun. Except when I'm running, because I do certainly stay out there more than 30 minutes. These tofurkey vegetarian lunch meat slices have 20 calories each. So I usually use about 2 of these and a piece of cheese, so it comes to like 90 calories. And this is just something to hold me over between meals. So I have meals that are around 200 calories and snacks that are around 100 calories, and so goes my day. Constant fueling. I highly recommend it. You shouldn't let yourself get very hungry. And you most definitely should not go all day without eating. It's a huge no-no. It's just, your body doesn't work well that way, your brain doesn't work well, and you start to do funny things with your calories that you won't like. Okay, so this is 40 and 60, so this is a 100-calorie snack. Just cut the cheese right in half. One piece, put it here, and then, when I'm at work, I'll get it out of my lunchbox and I'll roll it up. Nice little snack. Good for kids, too. And I believe the Tofurkey brand is the one that doesn't have any nitrates. I could be mistaken. I could check that box. Okay, so this is a 100-calorie snack. It doesn't say. And one of these I picked up actually on the box says no nitrates. I would like to think that this didn't have any, but I'm not positive. And I can mark my Ziploc bag with the calories. And this goes into that thing I showed you before, where in the freezer, the little Tupperware container that I keep my snacks in. So let's do 1 Swiss cheese, one Colby cheese, one, and then freeze the lunch meat until another time. Maybe I should separate it a little bit so it won't be too hard to. I'm interested to see what those crackers look like in the box, and how I would make my own peanut butter crackers, my own nabs, if you're from a part of the country that calls them nabs. I said that here and people didn't know what I was talking about, so I guess it's not a Florida thing. But then again, nobody here's really from Florida, so I have 90. It's a 90 calories now. And I'm going to make egg sandwich. And more peanut butter and jelly. Do you remember? Oh, this plastic thing is full of stuff now. This little plastic container I have, which has some peanut butter cookies in it. You have to be careful. And I made bread yesterday, so I got that back there. Okay, I got some pizza slices. I didn't make those. Some lunch meat. I'm going to have a whole bunch of wraps to put in here, but I still have a couple. I have a cheese stick. Some things that do have sugar and aren't the healthiest, but they're still low calorie. And then here's this frozen wheat bread that I'm going to use. Oh, and here's some little spring rolls, too. So, I need peanut butter and jelly, and egg. And this is exactly how I function. I like to do all of this stuff at the same time, and then clean it all up later. I like to do my job this way too. I like to have a couple of activities going on at once because I do get bored. And the thing is, I like to think I can finish all the activities. I'm not somebody that starts things and doesn't finish any of them. So it's very easy for the egg. I didn't say I did it, gracefully. I do many things, so I might do them clumsily. I do them. Now, the tomatoes I'm going to put in probably a plastic container and freeze what I don't use. But I might come up with something off camera. Some more things to do. Turn the radio back on and whatever. Okay, so I had just enough to make 2 sandwiches. I'll make 1 egg sandwich and 1 peanut butter and jelly. And I have this bread that I just bought, but it's too soft really to do the peanut butter good. You know when you try to put peanut butter on fresh bread, it just smears everywhere? Well, I guess it doesn't if you buy that nasty, over-processed chip. Peter Pan. Okay, these are nice. I think, I'm going to leave them in there 2 more minutes. These with that. Now for my egg, I always have to decide if I want to use 1/3 of a cup or 1/4. I think sometimes I use Smart Beet cheese, which only has 25 calories and not really any fat. But these Sargento cheeses are 2% fat, so they have more calories, but sometimes a little bit of fat is okay, I guess. And I'm going to use then the 1/4 cup of egg in the whole fat cheese. Well, it's not whole fat, but you know what I mean. You know, I've just been to a conference and they told us that our body doesn't need any amount of saturated fat, but it does wonderfully with monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which is my peanut butter and my olive oil. Okay. I'll cook up this egg. Just, I don't know if I've shown you this before. This is another thing where I'm going to cut it in half, and it's going to be a mid-morning snack. It's not a meal, it's a snack. Sometimes I put the cheese in the pan, sometimes I put the cheese on top when I pull it out. Oh. I put the salt and pepper. Look at the salt! I don't have everything. And pepper on here now. I don't worry about it later. It'll be ready to eat. And if you want to cook an egg without making a mess, you can do that and you have like an omelet that seems bigger because you don't fold it in half, but it doesn't have as many eggs as it might, certainly not as much as a restaurant. Now for the peanut butter, again, I'm a measurer. Here's my tablespoon for when I make my cookies. So I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, tablespoon of sugar-free jelly. I'm sorry. I hope I said teaspoon that whole time. They're all teaspoons. Teaspoons peanut butter, teaspoons jelly, and then I cut this in half. And actually, this is something I've started to cutting into quarters. And in the morning when I wake up, I just have 1/4 before I have my coffee because I've been feeling a little bit dizzy. And I realize I've been feeling dizzy because I eat every 2 or 3 hours except when I sleep for 7. And so, of course, when I first wake up, I would want something to eat. Okay, oh, beautiful. Nice and fluffy, and it's going to slide right out of that pan. Right here on this bread. And I try to make it even, and then cut it in half. Don't want to cheat myself on one day, not the other. You wonder why am I hungrier today? Ouch. Well, figure it out later, because I'm burning myself. But put the cheese on it. The cheese will melt. Okay, but don't cover it up yet. And we got some action over here. Now, good, wonderful, terrific. Lots of snacks. So I'm going to cut these in half. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, several snacks here.